12 countries with the highest male population. We are interested in the population ratio between the two genders. We want to illustrate this by listing 12 countries with the highest male population. Recent statistics assure that the human gender ratio globally is about 1 to 1. There is almost every woman for every man, with 50.4% and 49.6% respectively. That means globally, there are about 108 men for every 100 women. However, nature is not that fair to some countries. They have a far higher ratio of men to women, making the shortage of women a matter of concern in those countries. We discuss here some of those countries by listing 12 countries with the highest male population. Number 12, Bangladesh. Ranking 12th on our list of 12 countries with the highest male population is Bangladesh, a Muslim republic in southern Asia, sharing its northern border with India, another country with a high male population. Of course, this is remarkable since the country was formerly a part of India and later a part of Pakistan, also with a very high male population ratio. It would be surprising if Bangladesh, upon attaining independence in 1971, escaped being searched by a high male population. As of the last count, for each 103 of the 75,308,800 males in the country, there are 100 females. Number 11, Pakistan. The next on our list is Pakistan, another Muslim republic and a neighbor to Bangladesh, occupying the heartland of ancient South Asia among the civilizations in the Indus River Valley. It must have been afflicted with an overpopulation of males while it was formerly part of India before achieving independence in 1947. The total male population of 88,236,978 in Pakistan is more than the population of the United Kingdom and France. Considering the population of the entire country, the number of males per every 100 females is 103. Number 10, Afghanistan. The ratio is slightly higher in the mountainous landlocked country Afghanistan in Central Asia. Though the number of males may be lower than that of many countries on this list and not on this list, the male-to-female ratio is worrisome in this country bordered by Iran to the west and sharing the northern border with Russia and the eastern and southern borders with Pakistan. The last officially released total male population is 31,411,743, which is still relatively high, almost the population of Saudi Arabia. However, the real issue is that every 107 of these have just 100 females. So it's one of the countries with the highest male population in the world. Number 9, India. There's no gainsaying the fact that India is struggling with overpopulation. It's obvious that the country is weighed down by its population of over 1 billion. Compounding the woe is the fact that there are too many males than females in the country. There are just 100 females for every 107 males. With a multiplier effect, you can definitely agree that India has a serious case on hand. With a male population of over 600 million, India conveniently ranks as one of the 12 countries with the highest male population in the world. Number 8, China. The case of China and India may compel the conclusion that countries with the highest population are the ones with the highest male population. However, that doesn't mean that all large countries have more males than females. China, which has the largest population in the world, which is over 1 billion, has more than 100 females for 108 males. If we are going by the numbers without considering the ratio, China is actually the country with the highest male population in the world. Males in China are almost 700 million. This figure is a lot higher than the total population of more than 3/4 of the countries in the world considered individually. One serious cause of this is the misguided policy to control overpopulation. For decades, the Chinese government has enacted a one-child policy, criminalizing a couple having a second child and legalizing abortion as a necessary medical treatment. However, couples knowing they have the chance of having only one child have decided to ensure that the only child they have is a male. Thus, they freely abort the female child. Left uncontrolled, this has led to a very high male population. Number 7, Saudi Arabia. The 7th country on our list with the highest male population is Saudi Arabia, the largest on the Arabian Peninsula. 58% of the population of about 34 million people is made up of men, and there are about 10 million non-nationals in the country. This situation in this country in Southwest Asia with a vast oil reserve can be partly attributed to its being a gender-segregated country. The country has very strict restrictions on females' rights and freedoms. It's good to know that in Saudi Arabia, most women live under the guardianship of men. This has impacted the birth and death of womenfolk. That is why the country is one of the 12 countries with the highest male population listed here. Every 124 males presently have 100 females to live with in Saudi Arabia. Number 6. Kuwait. Another country with too many males than females is Kuwait. This country on the Arabian Peninsula has a very small population of about 4.5 million, 3 million of which are expats, accounting for over 70% of the population. Kuwait has a lot of expatriates because it has the world's 6th largest oil reserves, while the Kuwaiti dinar is the highest valued currency in the world. The male expatriates coming to this country leave their families behind, since they are mostly Arabians and Arabian women are provided for by their males. It's easy then to understand why Kuwait also has a very high male population, as the 6th highest on our list. Number 5. The Maldives. The small country of Maldives shouldn't have counted among the countries with the highest male population, with its population of less than 600,000. However, the male-to-female ratio in this country in Southern Asia is too high to be ignored. 63% of the country's population is male, making it one of the highest male proportion outside of the male-dominated Arabian Peninsula. The Maldivian society is patriarchal, with a preference for men. Also, male expats from Bangladesh, India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka constitute about 34% of the total population. Number 4. Bahrain. The third smallest country in Asia, located in the Arabian Peninsula, is the 4th country with the highest male population on our list. 64% of about 1.6 million people in Bahrain are men. Bahrain women are rarely seen in public, as men perform almost all outdoor activities. The 2019 World Bank's report contained a warning about this trend. The male domination of Bahrain may be explained by the influx of expats who make over half of the population, and they come from India and Kerala. Number 3. Oman. Oman, the third on our list of 12 countries with the highest male population, has 66% of people its population being males. In this Arabian Peninsula country with about 4.8 million people, 3.2 million who are males are mostly foreigner employed at oil rig drilling sites in this wealthy, oil-based economy country. The government's policies in the Middle East, as you are likely aware, allow these oil companies and others to hire foreign laborers. Therefore, about 2 million, mostly males, are active in the Omani fast-growing economy, heavily reliant on oil. This explains the male domination of the country. Also, the birth and death rates favor males more than females in this country, with a very young population, 43% being under 15. Number 2. The United Arab Emirates. Still in the Middle East, we found the famous country of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, and this is the second of our 12 countries with the highest male population. In Dubai, the sight of foreign male workers who are immigrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan, and India arriving in UAE in search of greener pasture is common. As much as 6.8 million people out of the 9.9 million as of 2020 are males. Following up to this point, you can understand why that is so in this country on the eastern part of the peninsula with a 69% male population. 85% of the Emiratis are immigrants and expats. Number 1. Qatar. And the country with the highest male population is none other than Qatar, the Middle Eastern country officially known as the State of Qatar. This is a small country with a population of about 2.8 million. However, about a whopping 2.1 million of these are males, 75%. Again, a big factor contributing to this skewed gender ratio is immigration. 80% of residents in Qatar are from South Asian countries, such as Bangladesh, India, and Nepal, among others. The available works in Qatar are labor-intensive, such as in construction sites and factory work. From our list of 12 countries with the highest male population, some facts stand out. The focus is on the ratios, not actually the nations with the highest numbers. Also, it appears Asians and Middle Eastern countries are not doing too well in this regard. If other factors don't balance this, you may start to see more men without wives in this part of the world. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.